It's great to be back at ERRF. Virtual or not, our team is always psyched to connect with the community, see all the ingenuity and works, and speak with you guys directly. Of course, we would all prefer to be there in person, but nonetheless, we've enjoyed the virtual ERRF so far and excited to see the rest. So, special thanks and kudos to the ERRF organizers for making that happen. When the country returns back to normal, we'll be thrilled to join everyone again in person for the next events to come. Wow, what a year 2020 has been. Back in January, none of us could have anticipated what was going to follow. We thought it would be good to take this moment and thank the 3D printing community for taking a stand during this time and really giving back in ways that would make anyone proud. 3D printer enthusiasts, ranging from hobbyists to experts, analyzed the growing issues and complications and quickly thought of ways 3D printing could help. It ranged from supplying PPE to improving equipment to helping with testing devices and even being used in some cases to build isolation wards. So, on behalf of the entire BuildTak team, thanks to all who have helped in the cause and who will continue to help as the country navigates through this unfortunate situation. One thing is safe to say, however, 3D printing has been growing at an explosive rate, and considering the worldwide spotlight on the industry as a result of the pandemic, will only continue to grow. For what it's worth, we're excited and honored to be part of the wild ride. So how was BuildTak affected by the pandemic? Like every business since the lockdown, we've been dealing with new challenges that inevitably resulted in manufacturing and shipping delays. We've been striving every day to find the right balance between customer satisfaction, keeping our crew safe, and managing all unusual obstacles we faced. We are happy to say, however, that we have a great and resilient team, and all of our products are available and are running at full capacity. Although shipping delays do still happen, sometimes it's an external issue caused by carrier delays, or often we experience a higher than usual demand from our awesome customers. For this reason, we will continue to mention on our website that orders may be delayed up to 1 to 2 weeks. Our support team is ready to assist though, so please do not hesitate to contact us with any questions or concerns. Since ERRF 2019, we've had quite the roller coaster of a year. It really has been busy. We've expanded partnerships, grew a product line, and connected with even more of you. 2 new products of the last year include the BuildTak Nylon Plus surface and our new larger 250mm BuildTak spatula. The new larger spatula is a new variation to our very popular 3D printing removal device, the BuildTak spatula. It's been largely demanded, and those who attended last year's ERRF may remember being the first to sample it. It's really great for printers with larger build volumes. Both the new size and our tried and true spatula now feature a new and improved grinding method to ensure the front edge is as thin as possible while still being safe for our users and for our BuildTak surfaces. We've also added a new surface to our palette. You may be already familiar with our BuildTak original surface and our PEI surface, both of which have our standard adhesive on the back that allows for easy installation and clean-free removal. They are reusable surfaces that can range from several dozen to over 3,000 hours of print time on a single sheet. The BuildTak Nylon Plus is our most recent surface and is designed for printing with nylon filaments in mind. Although we are still testing the wide range of filaments with different settings, we are confident in its success with many of the options we've tried, including Polymaker's Co-PA nylon. And yes, the surface is compatible with the flex plate system. Some of you might also remember seeing or reading about our new magnetic base design. Well, we really fully intended to have that rolled out in the beginning of 2020, but unfortunately due to raw material delays, current events, and also rethinking of some of the design, we had to roll back on that and put that project on hold. Unfortunately, our R&D was on hold for a bit with that, but we've actually been working on diligently on getting back on track with that, and we hope to release it in the beginning of 2021. Nonetheless, at the end of 2019, in anticipation of this new design, we had slashed our prices on the magnetic bases and flex plate systems, and you guys have already been seeing the savings on that. So hopefully you'll see the new design in 2021. If you want to limit the hassle, make the experience more consistent, and lengthen the lifespan of your BuildTak surface, following a few practices can make it a lot easier. For example, finding the sweet spot, which can be dictated by the first layer, can tell a larger story of whether or not you have the optimal print settings. When initially adjusting, it's better for your nozzle height to be higher rather than lower to avoid damaging the surface. Choosing the right filament for the right surface is important too. If you're looking for the easiest prints while extending the surface for the longest lifespan, printing with PLA is your best bet. BuildTak Original is great for printing with filaments such as polycarbonate, PLA, all sorts of PLA blends, ABS, TPU, TBE, and more. BuildTak PEI is best for printing with PETG and also with PLA blends, ABS, and more. In general, PEI is a little bit less aggressive than BuildTak, and therefore the adhesion tends to be less. So you have to play around with each to get the best of both. Please keep in mind that BuildTak Original surfaces are better for some jobs. For instance, smaller parts with little surface contact, parts with square corners that warp heavily, polycarbonate prints, just to name a few. On the other hand, BuildTak PEI is better for others. There is some overlap, but in general, PEI is better for large, wide-based prints that are tough to remove, parts with easy or low warp geometries that will be printed repeatedly in the same location, and PETG prints. In general, BuildTak Original surfaces hold prints more aggressively during printing, while BuildTak PEI offers easier release of prints once cooled. Also, removal method makes a big difference as well. Having the right tool designed for 3D print removal, such as our BuildTak spatulas, can help preserve the print's integrity and extend the surface's lifespan. Proper usage with the spatula is important as well. You want to avoid prying upwards. The goal should be to slide the blade parallel to the surface when removing the print. This is also where assets such as the FlexPlate system can come in handy. Speaking of our FlexPlate system, did you know that the FlexPlate system, much like our original built surface, was the first of its kind on the market? It consists of 3 components: a magnetic base that's permanently affixed to your printer's bed, a FlexPlate, and a surface that's mounted to the FlexPlate. It allows users to essentially remove their bed and flex off their prints. This helps streamline the process and make print removal even easier. For removing tougher filaments and prints, using the FlexPlate system in conjunction with the BuildTak spatula is a powerful combination. When printing with multiple filaments in different settings, we recommend picking up an additional FlexPlate to easily help swap surfaces. The 3D printing community is very important to us, and hearing your feedback is what helps us strive for even further excellence and push for new innovations. And at the end of the day, customer success is the paramount concern. And we're glad to say we are constantly receiving feedback from everyone from veterans to the barrage of new members that surface every day. And we especially love to hear how BuildTak has transformed their 3D printing experience and can't imagine doing it another way. One of the reasons why we love attending events like ERRF, or in this case, ERRF, is to be able to connect with the community directly. What new filaments are being shown? What concerns are being expressed by the community? What would everyone like to see next? Well, be sure to reach out to us on our social media, or if you want to email us, info@buildtak.com, to share your stories. We'd love to hear them. And in general on that topic, if you're interested in hearing more about our new exciting products, news, promotions, and other relevant updates, be sure to sign up for our email newsletter. Be the first to know. We will include a link here, and we'll post it on social media right after this presentations, so you'll have no problem finding it. So we get a lot of questions about PETG, and while many of our users have been able to get it to work with BuildTak with a lot of fine tuning and avoiding the extreme adhesion that you often get, we do recommend using our PEI sheets, which will give you a little bit better release and a lot more usability on the sheet. Colors is something that comes up now and then. Way back when we first created BuildTak, we thought about creating so many different colors of this, and the demand would come, and so we said, okay, let's start with white. So what we did was we created white BuildTak, and a lot of our users appreciated it because they were printing a lot with black filament, which you don't see as well on the black BuildTak sheets. It's very important to see that first layer and how well it looks. So a lot of the users who were printing a lot of black filament were appreciative of the white BuildTak. But then we found that most people just really do prefer the black. We could try other colors here and there. One of our users has just a gray. Gray would be a good place to start. We also have our seasonal BuildTaks, which are fan favorites, and stay tuned for what's coming in Halloween.